Welcome to Lauren's Kitchen. Have you ever taken a bite of a delicious dessert that suddenly made you feel home or in Grandma's kitchen? Chances are it was a homemade dessert. Homemade icing is one of the sweetest memories I have. To be exact, homemade peanut butter icing. It goes excellent with just about everything, and it seems to be a crowd favorite. Let's walk through the few easy steps to create your homemade memory of peanut butter icing. First, let's review a few items we'll need to get started. An electric mixer, 1 stick of salted butter at room temperature, 1 cup of natural peanut butter, 1 5-pound bag of 10x sugar, and whole milk, preferably at room temperature as well. We'll need about a half to 1 full cup. Hello, let's get started. Again, just to review the items we need, we have an electric mixer. I'm going to use a KitchenAid. Whole milk. It's been sitting, so it's at room temperature. 1 stick of room temperature butter. I like Skippy's natural creamy peanut butter, 1 cup. Our first step is to add all of the peanut butter to the mixing bowl. We want to get it all. And then we're also going to add 1 stick of softened butter to the mixing bowl with the peanut butter. I like this paddle for my KitchenAid. We're going to combine the peanut butter and butter on a medium speed for just a few minutes until it's all incorporated. The peanut butter and butter mixture should look like this. Now we're going to add 10x sugar. I like to add it directly from the bag. You can measure it out, but we're going to add it about a half cup at a time. I'm going to use the 1/4 cup to incorporate it a half cup at a time, just because it's easier to get it in the mixer. One trick that you'll need to know is you want the mixer to run continuously. You don't want to stop the mixer because it can cause it to get a little lumpy. So we're going to start the mixer on a low speed so the sugar doesn't fly everywhere. Now we just let it mix. I'm going to add another half cup. And let that incorporate into my peanut butter and butter mixture well. Now, as you can see here, the peanut butter icing mixture is starting to get dry and lumpy. We're going to add just about a tablespoon of milk to the mixture so that we don't dry it out. Continue to add sugar. You don't want to get the icing overly moist. About another tablespoon of milk. Maybe 2 tablespoons. And more sugar. You're going to use almost the entire bag. It's really starting to get dry, so another tablespoon of milk, more sugar. Just keep adding the sugar until you get the nice consistency that you want. Alternating with milk, again, so that it doesn't get too dry. Once we get it to about where we want, I'm going to add one more quarter cup here. We're going to turn the mixer up to a medium speed, about 5 or 6. We want to beat the icing at 3 minutes. That's key. It doesn't add too much air, but it gives it just enough to make it fluffy. So we're going to turn the mixer up. For time's sake, we're going to speed up the process. But remember, when making your homemade peanut butter icing, allow the icing to beat for 3 minutes. All right. As you can see now, the peanut butter icing has really lightened up. It's nice and fluffy. I'm going to clean off the paddle. And then we're just going to incorporate it really well inside the bowl here. Of course, we have to taste it. I'm just going to grab a tablespoon and a small amount. Perfect. Earlier today we baked a pan of brownies. The peanut butter icing is really versatile. You can use it on cakes, cupcakes, brownies, anything. I really love it on a vanilla cupcake. We're going to take the peanut butter icing and add it to the brownie. And then, of course, we're just going to spread it out. I don't think you can ever use too much. The peanut butter icing really is best day of. It tends to get a little oily if you let it sit overnight. If you do need to make it a day ahead, just be sure to refrigerate, and that will keep it from getting oily. And just like that, you've added such a special touch to make your dessert go from boring to amazingly homemade. I hope you find this delicious recipe easy and memorable. By taking just a few extra minutes, you can add a special touch to any dessert. Remember, frosting isn't just the icing on top, it's the memory it creates. Enjoy, and stay tuned for a brief description of how to make peanut butter icing in your own kitchen.